Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Our group was representing government, and we had a good mix of county and city government entities represented in our group. We had a few of the same or similar ideas as some of the other groups, but specifically we wanted to come at it from the perspective of a government agency. And starting off, again, I've heard a couple of other groups mentioned already, but a letter writing campaign. The key decision makers, specifically from our government, so from the city of Tuskegee, from the county commission, but even further than that, we want to reach out to regional and state lawmakers and really make this a regional effort. We can reach out to Lee County government, Montgomery, all the surrounding areas, and really make this a unified approach. And once we really reach out to them and get them on board and let them know how it's going to affect their community as well, we feel that we can take a unified regional delegation to Washington, D.C. to meet with the decision makers on behalf of the governments of this region. After that's done, that delegation can come back and report to the community, and that will help get them engaged, update them on what happened up there, and we feel that this approach would help. Also, we want to recommend that any and all local government representatives that are attending conferences that are coming up within the next 100 days to advocate, individually, collectively, advocate on behalf of the project, but not just talk about it. We want to equip the lawmakers with some brochures, information to pass out to other people, again, just to really create an inclusive atmosphere for this project. And we feel that once we include more people, that's just going to give us more power in numbers for sure. So specifically, the Alabama League of Municipalities, our conference passed recently, but there's a conference coming up, I understand, for the county government officials coming up. And also there's a couple of national conferences coming up. Mr. Martin Jeffrey mentioned just the Congressional Black Caucus. And that'll be a real good opportunity to really reach out to the Black Caucus decision makers up there. So if even Leonardo maybe can have a presence up there, if there's some way to do a workshop or really get those people engaged, I think that'll be the best chance to get that many, of our African American decision makers and others as well in the room. So we can send Dr. Harrington for sure. Okay. Next would be to pass resolutions from our city and our county government entities to pass along to DC, and also even outside of resolutions, we can look to you all. Are there any other things that we can pass that will just make our community more attractive, again, to those who might be thinking about moving here? We know we've already been selected as a site, but we're open to suggestions of things that we can pass just to make our community accommodate this project even more. So I'm sure you all have some things for us anyway, probably coming up. And finally, we want to use our influence as local government decision makers to try to come together to contact a national figurehead to advocate for us on behalf of this project. Like a celebrity, not necessarily a government person. Somebody was throwing around Steve Harvey, these type of just people just to, give us that, that presence, that national presence. We can all, obviously advocate individually. We have influence in our own ways. But we feel that, if we had somebody said Lionel Richie, these type of people that really have Tuskegee in their heart to make this a national issue, and even Tom Joyner would be perfect. But that's kind of outside of our government, but we thought through government that's the best way a lot of times to reach these people. So that was, Commissioner Robinson had that suggestion. So that's pretty much all we have.